Hey, what's going on, you crazy kitty cats? It's Elder here. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to give you guys a brief reminder of the official Elder's Vault merch store. We now have an entire store featuring hoodies, shirts, cups, stickers, and more in various different Elder's Vault themed logos and colors. I put the price as low as possible on them to allow you guys to buy them for the cheapest price possible. I don't run ads on my videos, and every purchase goes straight to the channel. If that sounds like something that interests you, I left a link in the description. With that being said, let's dive right into today's video topic, our exploration into 973 eht namuh. If you've been around the channel for a while now, you'd know that I've looked through this once already. But with all of the changes in format, and me just generally being able to go into more depth, I wanted to revisit the topic as it still intrigues me to this day. If you haven't heard of 973 eht namuh, it's a mysterious website that has been around the internet for quite a while now. When you first go on the website, it looks slightly off-putting, but not creepy per se. But as you start to explore the various links strategically hidden within the website, it gets, well, a little creepier. Many of the pages are extremely cryptic, and after looking through it, it's seemingly endless, at least from a regular website goer's perspective. I found an article that estimates that it has well over 100,000 pages, and just as many, if not more, links that lead you down, well, to put it lightly, strange rabbit holes. As I said before, many of these links aren't what you would imagine from a regular website. Sometimes single letters within words popping up a brand new page, with even more information and many times disturbing pictures. It doesn't just stop at disturbing pictures and cryptic text either. When I initially stumbled on this website a couple months ago, I came across a hidden forum section, and as you might imagine, it's still active. Maybe even weirder yet is the fact that I got a chance to speak with one of the main administrators of the forum, and to say the least, the interaction was incredibly interesting. More on that later though. This website to this day leaves me with so many questions. Why does it exist in a public sense other than just to draw attention that the creators seemingly don't want? It just doesn't add up. Furthermore, how do new people get drawn here and start speaking with the same kind of dialect and condescendence towards new people? Could this be some sort of cult that are dragging people in for their ideas? Some sort of new age religion? Or could something potentially stranger and darker be going on here? So I set out to get answers. Now, just looking through some of the more basic links the website has to offer, you'll notice a few recurring themes. Numbers being connected to the alphabet in some way, convoluted math problems, and a lot of talk of divinity and God just to start. When you start to go deeper into it, however, you'll start to find disturbing pictures, strange music just randomly playing on your computer, and maybe the most disturbing of all, a forum section. Anybody not versed in this website will have a strange time navigating it, and I have to imagine this was done purposefully. As I said before, I found a site directory detailing all of the different pages it has, and the numbers are terrifying. Finally, just from an eye-level examination, the main oddity is the recurrence of the number 9. There are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of math equations on the website that come out to 9 or revolve around 9, that honestly have some really interesting significance in context. So I started there. I got the opportunity to speak with some Redditors about this phenomenon that had explored the website extremely extensively, spending hours on end looking for meaning, and, well, no matter how creepy it is, here's what they had to say. Be careful of 973 eht namuh. Its expanse is so vast and its content is so deep, it's almost like getting hypnotized. I skipped work for days looking through every page and trying to make sense of it all. The people on the forums are extremely persuasive, and we concluded that I needed more time to explore the website further before getting an opportunity to converse any deeper. I don't know about you guys, but stuff like this only makes me want answers even more. The fact that people can get almost entirely engulfed in something like this leads me to believe that, at least for some people, something extremely deep can be gathered here, or at the very least, just intriguing enough for people to want more answers. Theories on 973 eht namuh are extremely vast, and when looked at on a surface level, it almost seems like a creepypasta. There's so many possibilities and reasons for such a website to exist, the theories are seemingly infinite. So rather than looking for the content within the website, I decided to do a little bit of investigation outside of the website. First, I started with finding the owner of the domain. It was registered and paid for by a man named David Dennison. After doing a deep dive into David's past, I found that he was an artist from the United Kingdom, and was even able to dig up many of his older pieces of work. A good friend of mine always says that if it could be an art project, it probably is. But it goes so much deeper than that, and I don't even think David knew the lengths at which this website would be taken. David passed away in 2014, and for years before that, he was unable to work on his art or add new pages to the website. With that being said, the website hasn't stopped growing, amassing hundreds of new pages in recent years, with even stranger and more cryptic math problems, entire walls of text, and, to put it extremely lightly, new forum posts that are a bit creepy. I don't personally believe that Dave was behind the more eccentric part of the website, which brings us to our first theory. Dave could have potentially been a part of some group that found refuge in his art. In a sense, the possibility that people congregated their ideas around his art, or he congregated his art around somebody's ideas, and constructed a labyrinthian of ideas to share with the world through a website. This would explain the continued updates and use of the website after David passed away, and explains why more than just Dave would have access to the domain after his passing, with potentially multiple domain holders. But this isn't without holes either. David was a renowned artist in the United Kingdom, and most probably wasn't in a cult, and if he was, he held it extremely well. Especially a cult that's so dedicated and, well, outlandish to say the least. The second theory could be that Dave did all of this as a large art project, not really putting time into the numbers or religious texts, other than just putting them there with his art to scare people and attract more attention. Eventually, as time went on, more and more people found some kind of esoterical meaning in the website and congregated around it, forming ideas and keeping the forum alive, almost using the website as some sort of home base for their own neo-religious or cult beliefs. Again, this theory isn't without holes either, with the website itself getting updated after Dave's passing. He would have had to pass the domain to someone else to continue his art, and that just doesn't make much sense considering how little traffic the site gets. Maybe the craziest part of my adventure was, after finding all of this and presenting it to the head forum mod Redbeck on the eht namuh forums, he finally stopped being cryptic with me, and the response I got was absolutely not something I expected. He explained to me that at its core, the website is an illustration of their group's beliefs. What group means specifically, I didn't care to ask. He said that it's a slight glimpse into God, and how God only exists through numbers and mathematical equations. Basically saying that in a very literal sense, math is God, and the number 9 is the best illustration of God we have. He didn't go any further and stopped responding to my messages entirely after I received this last message. I guess it's mystery solved? We're still left with so many unexplained questions, not only logistically, but just in a general sense. Who is this group, and more importantly, what are they capable of? They're obviously extremely persuasive and have grown their numbers through their ideas on the 973 eht namuh website. It's extremely possible for it to be some kind of religious group or cult, and just how simple that explanation sounds is maybe what makes it so crazy. The fact that Anybody could be a part of a cult or recruiting for a cult, and you wouldn't know it until it was too late. You guys will have to draw your own conclusions on what you think is going on here, but it was certainly fun to adventure down this rabbit hole together. I will say, if you look for stuff on the 973 eht namuh forums or sign up for an account, be extremely careful and don't use a username or password you would normally use. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I don't normally do these type of explained videos, but since nobody's really covered this other than me, I just wanted to do a deeper dive. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. You guys are absolutely amazing, and thanks for always sticking by me through these kinds of journeys. We do exploration in our Discord server from time to time, along with just general chatting. I urge you to stop by. I left a link in the description, come by and say hi to me. With that being said, like the video if you liked it, it helps a ton, subscribe if you haven't already, and turn that bell on to get notified when I upload, hopefully. I love all of you guys, I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys on Friday. Peace.